What up guys? So today's video is going to be a beautiful Q&A, of course, to your questions. Surprisingly, I didn't get too many questions. I don't know if that's because I answered those questions in my daily vlogs or when my comment section was turned on, I always responded. So a few questions here and there. I have some from Instagram, so I will be looking at my phone, looking at my notebook, and looking at YouTube community tab because it seems like that is where people can comment. Alright, so without further ado, my name is Cabernet. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. Alright, so first question, let's get into it. So this question has been asked a lot, like over 50 times. I have a video that I'll link below as well if you want a better description of this question. But the first question is, Cabernet or Cab, girl, why? Girl, why is your comments disabled? You don't want me to comment? I'll wait. I'm just kidding with you guys. So seriously, no one has said I'll wait or anything like that, but yes, my comments are disabled because of YouTube. The short answer is YouTube did this. I didn't ask for my comments to be disabled. I loved waking up to, oh, I just posted a video last night. Ooh, this person said this. Ooh, let me reply back to that. I love to do that, but YouTube took that away because why? I am a family channel. Long story short, I'm a family channel. I had a video up of breastfeeding my kids. I didn't like exactly show myself breastfeeding, but yeah, that video was very popular. And then the cradle cat video, so YouTube automatically like flagged my channel to say like, hey, this is a family vlogger. She breastfeeds, she has kids in her video, her kids are in swimming. Oh no, oh no. Let's just disable her comments because pedophiles. Say what? Pedophiles? What they gonna do? Girl, boy, whoever's watching, they will, if they see your kid in a crazy position, they will timestamp your video and take that and send it to their friends like, hey, look at this little girl is crisscross applesauce macaroni pizza. That's whack. Okay, so I've never had any timestamps on any of my videos. I've never had anyone complain about my kids being crisscross applesauce, or I've never ever showed my kids in a way where it would be target. I've never recorded my kids so that they could be a target. They always have clothes on, unless it was Adam and he's a boy and it is a like bath routine or something like that. So YouTube decided to disable comments. Sometimes comments are on, so always check those below because I can't control when comments come on or when comments go off. But honey, yes, it's all YouTube, it's not me. If you would like to talk to me, head on over to my Instagram. That information is always down below, and yeah, we can converse there with any questions that you have. Where are you from? So I'm looking at my notebook. I'm from Philly, originally born and raised in Philly, and then when I was in about 2nd grade, my mom decided to move to Virginia. So that is where I spent most of my life. After I lived in Virginia for some time, each summer I would go visit my dad. He passed away when I was 17, and I stopped going to Philly so much, like not every summer anymore, but I still have siblings there that I go visit and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm from Philly, and I say I'm from Virginia since that is where I lived most of my life. Are you mixed with anything? So a lot of people assume that I'm like Puerto Rican. Like, I'm just kidding, girl. So yeah, they assume I'm like Puerto Rican or Latina or black and white, but really I am black, white, and Indian. So my dad is biracial, his mom is white, his dad is black, and my mom is Indian and black. So yeah, would like to do an ancestry DNA, but they don't ship to Japan, so I can do the little whole cotton swab thing. So if they ever decide ancestry DNA or 123me or 23andMe, if they decide to ship to Japan, that is something that I would love to do in the future because I want to know exactly what I am and be 100% sure about it. The next question was kind of long. It is what are the pros and cons of living in Japan? So one of the, I'll start with all the pros because living here is amazing. I just love how beautiful Japan is, how clean it is. A few things. This is an island. I live in Okinawa, so it's just like you can go swim anytime. It is a vacation spot. You will be surrounded by water 100% of the time. You can go snorkeling, you can go diving, you can just see more of the world. So a lot of my friends, they take trips to Jamaica right now. Like one of my friends' birthday is today. Happy birthday, I love you if you're watching this. She's in Jamaica right now and the water looks amazing. But I just wanted to say, like, I have that same water here in Japan, okay? I don't need to leave the island. So that is a pro, definitely. The food is always amazing, always looks picture perfect, I tell you. Yeah, and the health insurance here is pretty good. So we took Adam to the hospital today. If you don't know, I have 2 children, Adam and Jordan. Adam went to the hospital today and pretty much his shots were $0. And then to have my son here in Japan, it was less than, I believe less than $100. And that was a C-section, and I stayed in the hospital for 7 days. You know, they do the whole 7 to 10 days in the hospital stuff. It's weird in Japan, but yes, health insurance is bomb.com. Just to name a few, those are some of the pros of living in Japan. Of course, some of the cons are I live so far away from my immediate family. My family back in Philly, my family back in Virginia. Of course, it's a flight over. It's 3 flights to get here. Taxes are very expensive here. Right now in the convenience store or grocery shopping, you pay an 8% tax on food and all that stuff, and then fruits and vegetables are really expensive. I believe one avocado is about $1.30 or $1.40, just depends on where you go. So I don't eat a lot of fruit here. If it's in season, I do, but I don't particularly buy apples. My son loves apples, and if he asks for an apple, I am the mom and I buy 1 apple. Why? Because that 1 apple costs about almost $2, $1.30. So that's a con of living in Japan. The fruit and food is pretty expensive. Everything is just very slow. They're not in a rush to do anything. I have a video that I'll leave that's pretty funny of me pretending to shop at a convenience store and how slow and long they take to bag up your items. But I can say, with that being said, they do take pride in what they do, and even if you're going to a convenience store or McDonald's or whatever, they're going to make sure that you get top-notch service. So while they're bagging everything really slowly and making sure it's nice and neat, it may take time when you're in a rush, but it's not going to just be thrown in a bag and like bam, slam, here you go, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love that about Japan, but that's also a con. So next question, why? Girl, why? Girl, why you live in Japan? So I live in Japan because 7 years ago. So I've been living in Japan for 7 years. That was also a question. How long have you been living in Japan? 7 years. In 2012 we moved here because we were in America one day after being married for 1 year, and my husband said that, you know, God spoke to him and said that, hey, I think we need to move to Japan. So we up and moved here. Yeah, just like that. And my husband was born and raised in Japan. I know that's weird. He's not in the military. A lot of people probably think that we are military, but he's not military at all. His dad actually owns a business here. We work for his father, for my husband's dad, and we're both teachers, and my husband has other roles that he does within his father's business. So I'm a teacher here in Japan. My husband does a bunch of other stuff, like long list of things, but definitely no, he's not a military personnel. He's not, we're not in the military. But that is why we live in Japan, because we work here, and this is where our job is currently, and this is where my job has been for 7 years. What is your dream job? So my dream job is actually, I want to be an actress. So that has always been my lifelong dream. That's why I love YouTube so much, because I feel like I can be an actress. I can, you know, hey, so what you doing? Oh, really? Oh my gosh, like totally, I would love to do that. Becky, please, we were friends forever and now you're leaving. You're just, No, I know, that's fake acting, but I really can act, okay? I love acting to death, so that would be my dream job. My second dream job would be to own a company or own a school, own some type of business. So not work for anyone. So if I'm an actress, I feel like that's good enough. But if I had to have like a legit job where I'm not an actress, I don't want to work for anyone. I want to have my own business or company. Yes. What is the first thing that you noticed about your husband? Wow, so few questions, but my answers are kind of lengthy, so this video is getting kind of long. But what did I first notice about my husband? So I met my husband at my first job, Burlington Coat Factory, and I noticed that he worked in the suit department and he was just different. He wasn't what I was used to. He wore a suit, a tie, and he was really respectful. And I'm used to bad guys, you know, baggy pants and all that stuff. And he was just completely different. So that actually sparked a flame in me, and I was eyeing him and peeking at him through the clothes. And yeah, that's what I noticed, that he was just, something about him was different. Okay, so this question says, if you could wish or do anything, what would it be? I guess she means like secret power or something like that. That's how I take this question as. So if I could be anything or do anything, I wish that I was invisible. Because if you're invisible, nobody knows you're there. You're like a fly on a wall. You can hear things that you wouldn't normally hear, find out information, all that good stuff. Ride in a car with people and they don't know you're inside. Like, I would like to be invisible and have the ability to teleport, because just traveling with kids, or even just traveling period, it just takes too much time, and I just wish I could just go, you know, I'm somewhere else. So yes, definitely teleportation and being invisible. This question was asked so much, you guys. Babies, when you having another baby, trying to conceive, baby, TTC. Girl, no, I do not want any more kids. I have a boy and a girl. I am so happy. Can I have more kids? Yes, I can. But do I want more kids? No, I don't. Jordan was a really good kid as a baby. She was perfect. We could go places with her. We could travel. She would play with paper for 40 minutes on an airplane. Adam, on the other hand, he makes you not want to have any more kids. I don't know if it's second kid syndrome or what, but a boy is totally different from a girl. And with that being said, another question was, if you could choose, if you were to have another kid, if you could choose what the gender was, would you, and what would it be? I would definitely choose a girl over another little boy, because he is also super clingy. And I don't know if that has anything to do with me breastfeeding him for 2 years. It probably has a lot to do with it, right? Yeah, thumbs this video up if you're still hanging with me right now. But yeah, definitely I would choose a girl and not another boy. Granted, I would have hair to do, right? But I just think boys are super clingy. I don't get any time to myself. He's just like always there. Mommy, where's mommy? Where'd she go? Where's mom? Is she coming back? Where? I want to go. Mommy, can I go? What is your favorite restaurant in Okinawa? So I have a few. Actually, I kind of go to the same restaurants over and over again. So if I'm feeling ramen, I would go to Arashi's, and I will have some videos coming up on this soon, like top favorite restaurants in Japan and stuff like that. But I would like to go to Arashi's for ramen. I would go to Jin's for variety. That's where I took my mom in one of the recent videos where we had that fish with the eyeballs still attached and all that. If I want curry, if I feel like I miss home and I want like a wholesome type of food, I would go to Coco Curry to just get that feel of like a stew. How is it with you guys learning Japanese and your kids learning Japanese? So our kids, Adam will be learning Japanese this year starting in September. Jordan is learning Japanese right now, and I'm actually helping her with that because I have to help her with her homework. And as for me, my girlfriend is supposed to be teaching me Japanese. I pick up Japanese, they say, like my friends are saying, pretty easily, but I don't use it. I just say like skoshi desu, like very little. Or if I'm in the store, whatever my translator is saying, I will read it out. I will listen to it and then read it out. And then the more you use it, of course, that you will know Japanese. But if you don't use it, you lose it. And I have a lot of friends who are American, so I don't have to use Japanese as much here. Only when I'm ordering food, I will say like futatsu, like the same order 2 times or something like that. But I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I should be so much further, but I'm just not studying as much. But I could learn it because I do know a little bit. We're still learning Japanese, and I hope to take a class this year so that I can be more fluent. What are some of the trips you plan to take in the future? That is a good question. So I plan to go to Thailand. That is one of my top 3 places that I want to visit because Thailand is so close to Japan, and a ticket to Thailand would not cost that much money at all. And also I want to travel to Paris before moving back stateside. Another question is, when are you moving back to the States? Ooh, I don't know. We're here until we're here, like until we need to leave here. So we don't have a time limit. We don't know when we're moving back. We will never PCS because we're not military. And I would say if I had to put a time on it, I would say anywhere from 3 to 5 years left in Japan. I don't know. I really don't know. Another question, do you like scary movies? I actually used to watch scary movies a long time ago, but I stopped because once I had kids, it was just freaking me out, and I just stopped watching it. We do occasionally watch scary movies, not scary movies, but more so a scary show. So the last scary show I watched was The Hunting on the Hill, or Hunting of Hill House or something like that. It's on Netflix, so if you haven't watched it, highly recommend that you do. It will... Did I hear something? Did you hear that? It will have you on the edge of your seat, girl. I'm just trying to tell you, don't watch it. Actually, don't watch it because you'll be scared. But it's so good that you want to watch the next episode. In the next episode, you want to know what happens. So that is a show I highly recommend. Where do I want to live after Japan? That's a good question. So we're thinking California, but it's super expensive over there. I've been looking at some of my friends moving to different houses, and it's like you can get more bang for your buck in like East Coast or Texas or Virginia or North Carolina. But we might end up in California, North Carolina, or Upper Virginia. Yeah. And let me make sure I answered all the questions. How long have you been in Japan? 7 years. Why did you move there? Work. How long are you staying? We don't know. Are you planning on coming back to the US eventually? But we do go back home every year. We just didn't go back home this summer because my mom came here. Already answered the pros and cons of living in Japan. If YouTube could take care of your expenses, would you stop teaching? Girl, what kind of question is that? Of course, duh. Like, yeah. Like, Becky, come on. Yeah, duh. Girl, don't even ask that question. Like, that's what we all working for. Yes, I would definitely stop teaching to have YouTube pay for whatever I wanted. You want it? I got it. You want it? You got it. That's what I want. Let's do a family cruise. Yeah, girl. Let's go. Let's plan the trip. Let's boom. We in there. We will be moving back to America one day. We just don't know when, but we do see ourselves moving back eventually. And do I want more kids? If so, when? Whew. If we had more kids, I would want that kid to pop out within the next 3 years. That's kind of far off, isn't it? See, this is why I can't even answer this question, because I don't even know when I want kids. I just don't want kids. Like, the kids just pop up and then I'm like, hey, I'm your mom. I don't want more kids, but it can happen, and if it does, then we'll embrace it, and then that will be for real the end, because I would be getting tied, snipped, and all that stuff. Like, I don't want any more kids after that. And then let me check Instagram. I had 2. Do my kids go to school on base, like with the military schools, or do they go off base? Both of my kids go off base. We are not military, so I don't even think my kids can go on base school. My kids go to a private school, so we pay for their education, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. No. Is it expensive living in Japan? Yes, it is very expensive. But yeah, we're surviving. It's fine. We can still save money and travel and do all that stuff, but it is expensive to live here. And the last question, are we getting a dog? I went to the pet store and I was showing it on my Instagram. Dog, I don't even know if it'll show anymore. This one right here. And someone asked, are we getting this dog? And I said, the answer to that is no. My kids really want a pet. I'm thinking about a fish or a hamster. I don't want a cat. We used to have a cat and a dog when we lived in America, and I didn't like the way the house smelled. Yes, you can wash them and all that stuff, but I'm really like sensitive to smells, so I can smell everything, and I feel like if I had a pet, I would feel like my house stank. And when are we ever moving back to the States to live? I think I already answered that. Maybe in 3 to 5 years, or I don't know. We'll update you again on another Q&A. So this Q&A was super long, okay? It was super long, but you guys asked the questions and I answered them, okay? So thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the other ladies in this collaboration. Their links are always in my description box below, and we all are just helping each other motivate one another to upload daily. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Sorry that this video was super long, but I hope you enjoyed it with a snack or whatever. Just help you to pass the time away. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.